Hi, I'm here today to just have a conversation with Emma. And Emma is 18 and she has been participating in Brain Fit Academy for about a year now, on and off. And I thought it would be great to just, kind of talk to her about why she came to Brain Fit and what she has noticed for herself through the process. So, hi, Emma.
Hi, Pam.
So thank you for doing this for me. I just think that you have so much to share in terms of what your experience has been. And I think that, kids and want to hear from our teens want to hear from other teens. Like, what is this all about? So I thought first I would ask you, do you remember about a year ago what brought you to Brain Fit Academy? Like, what were you struggling with or what concerns did you have?
Yeah, so when I first started with BrainFit, I had really bad anxiety. I was really struggling to just sort of go about my daily life without, having that in the way. I was just sort of constantly afraid, constantly anxious. It got to the point where I had a hard time going to school because I was just so full of fear. And sometimes it wasn't even founded on anything. I just had sort of a lurking fear that I didn't know how to deal with. So I ended up coming to BrainFit, and for the past year, we've been working on that and other things, and it's really helped. I feel like a totally different person.
Yes, yes, and you definitely seem like you are much happier, much lighter, and much more confident. So, when we talk about anxieties, we often talk, about what is if we didn't have that anxiety, what would we be able to do more easily in our life? And we create goals or intentions when we work at Brain Fit. Can you recall any of the goals that you worked on while you were here?
Um, I think the main sort of three groups would be I've worked on sort of like my physical abilities. Like, I'm a dancer, so being able to balance better, being more aware of my surroundings, able to hold certain positions and be able to sort of do things that physically I would be able to do if something wasn't stopping me. So
Mm-hmm.
we worked
Mm-hmm.
on that, as well as sort of being able to identify boundaries with like friends and relationships that I have, where I feel like I'm not able to say no, or I felt like I wasn't able to say no, where we sort of worked on me establishing those boundaries in my own life, as well as advocating for myself with adults like teachers and family, being able to say what my needs are and have them met.
Right, right. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And so do you feel like you've really seen some change in those areas?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, good, good, good. So a lot of people don't really understand Brain Fit Academy. And because we're kind of a combination of a lot of different things, how would you, uh, for when people think of traditional counseling, where we sit and we talk and problem solve through things, how do you feel like Brain Fit is different than that?
Um, I think brain fit's a lot more hands-on, if that makes sense, which for me is really helpful because I'm a very visual learner and an active learner, where if I'm able to do something myself and participate in it, it makes more sense to me. And
Mhm.
where, traditional counseling, just sitting and talking is great. For me, it's also really nice to be able to sort of talk about something and state something and then actively do something to change it.
Right, right, right there and then. And so we do a lot of movement activities and we draw from a lot of different modalities. Did you have a particular activity that you seem to enjoy the most or you felt the made the biggest difference for you?
Mm. I don't know if there's one specific one. Generally, I it kind of changes every time that I, have an appointment. Like, whatever we work on is always the thing that I needed. So it's just great to do whatever we end up doing.
Exactly, exactly. Do you feel like you have tools that you take home that you've been able to kind of pull from your toolbox at home in a
Yeah.
certain situation?
Oh, definitely. I, pace before I take tests in school and stuff like that. So, and we do it at home all the time. And, I've helped other people with different things using different exercises and muscle checking and, all the things that we do with you. I've then
Right.
taken to teach them to other people.
Right, right. And so I don't want to put you on the spot, so it's because it's hard to describe, but how would you describe muscle checking? Because most people have no idea what that is.
Um, it's asking your body what it needs, because sometimes your brain isn't quite sure how to say it. So you ask your body and your muscles and organs and everything what it wants and what it needs. You can do it a couple of different ways. I like the one where you put your arm out and press down on it to get either a yes or no answer. Some chiropractors do it, mine does.
Right, right. Yes, yes. And I think that's one of the things that does set us apart also from traditional counseling is that we really listen to what the body's saying, not just the brain, and allowing people to move forward more quickly, I believe. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Um, is there anything else that you would like to share or let other teens know?
I think just that, like, it's okay to try things like this when you're older. Like, I came to Pam when I was 17, which is, a year ago. You don't have to be a little kid to do something new, and it's okay to say, hey, I need help with this, and find someone who can help you. Because it's, especially when you're in high school, it sort of feels like all of a sudden you've been dumped out into the world and you're just expected to do things by yourself. But if you need help, get help. Like, there are people like Pam who are here to help you with things that you may not even realize that you needed until you do it and suddenly realize, oh, I feel way better. That's what happened to me. Is
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of how much I needed it until I went to a few sessions and realized, oh, look at all the things I can do and all of everything that's different and so much better.
Yeah. Oh, that just warms my heart. We did have a lot of fun and we laughed a lot together, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, well, Emma, thank you so much for sharing your experiences,
Oh,
and
thank
I
you.
wish you all the luck. I'm sure I'll see you around, but with college and all the good stuff coming your way.
Thank
So,
you.
thank you.